Well, Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you, we miss you, your girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad.
Hi, my YouTube friends and family. As always, thanks for being here. And for the new subscribers, welcome to our channel. Today, let's take a look and talk about missing Colorado mom and wife, Suzanne Morphew, and bring some awareness. Suzanne has been missing for over 11 months now. 49-year-old Suzanne Morphew was reported missing on Mother's Day, May the 10th of 2020. Suzanne reportedly went on a bike ride and she has not been seen since. Suzanne's bike was found on this day, May the 10th, along County Road 225. A personal item presumably belonging to Suzanne was found on May the 14th. Law enforcement has yet to release what the personal item found is. However, many are speculating that it was Suzanne's helmet. One reason for such speculation is because Suzanne's original missing flyer had Suzanne with the baby blue helmet on, and soon after the missing flyer was updated and no longer included that baby blue helmet. On May the 17th, Suzanne's husband, Barry Morphew, released a pre-recorded video plea on Facebook for her safe return. In this video, Barry alluded to Suzanne being abducted. Earlier on, he had also alluded to a mountain lion theory. Barry has previously stated that investigators, quote, screwed up the investigation from the start, unquote, and that law enforcement tried to cover it up by blaming it on him. To date, there have been no suspects named, nor have there been any arrests made. Now, let's take a look and discuss some of the things that have transpired since Suzanne Morphew's disappearance. On June the 1st of 2020, and that's not even a month after Suzanne's disappearance, Barry filed for guardianship of Suzanne. Their oldest daughter provided consent for Barry to be appointed guardianship. The petition filed deemed Suzanne incapacitated. It was noted that Barry wanted to sell some land that he and Suzanne owned in Indiana, and my understanding is that this petition filed was due to Indiana law because Suzanne couldn't be located upon reasonable inquiry, and that Suzanne, since she was joint owner of that property in Indiana and it was in contract at the time of her disappearance, it was scheduled to close on June the 6th. Therefore, that's what I'm thinking is the reason Barry had to file for the guardianship of Suzanne on June the 1st. And we also know at least 2 search warrants were served on Barry and Suzanne's Puma Path home in Maysville, Colorado. However, a judge ordered those to be sealed. And around September the 24th, Suzanne's brother, Andy Mormon, he led a 6-day search. Unfortunately, nothing of value was located during the search. Barry did not help in the search. Now, Barry said he was never asked to help. So therefore, that's assuming why he didn't help is what he's saying is because he was never asked. On a GoFundMe account created on May 13th, 3 days after Suzanne's disappearance, Barry is listed as a team member, while his and Suzanne's nephew, Trevor Noel, is the organizer. Barry's daughter Mallory is the beneficiary. The GoFundMe page states, Donations will be put directly towards supporting the well-being of Suzanne's family, for food and volunteers, for housing accommodations for family, and for compensating family and volunteers for their time spent away from work and with the Morphew family. It also states that Trevor and family will be tracking the expenses meticulously, allocating appropriate funding to all designated areas detailed in a report of cost. The GoFundMe is active to date, with the last donation showing on April the 11th, just a couple of days ago. The amount raised as of today is $33,552. Let me know what you guys think about the GoFundMe. Do you think this is money that's still sitting there that they're saving, or that they've paid out for what they've said they were going to pay out to accommodations, helping with the search? Because remember, Barry claims he's completed hundreds of searches himself. So not necessarily with the public looking, but just on his own. But Suzanne's brother, Andy Mormon, let's talk about him for just a minute. He spoke on Dr. Phil. Now, we do know he's publicly said that he feels Barry is involved in his sister Suzanne's disappearance. But on the other hand, we've got Barry disputing those claims, of course. And Barry accuses Andy of being a bad brother. He says that Andy's not been there for Suzanne when she needed him. I think maybe he's referencing her cancer. I'm honestly not certain, but I do remember him making that statement that he felt Andy was a bad brother and was not there until after Suzanne went missing. Now, also, we know Barry sold the home he shared with Suzanne back in March. It was put on the market in October. I'll save you from doing the math. The home was listed within around 5 months after Suzanne's disappearance, and the home sold 10 months after Suzanne's disappearance. From that home, that was the last place Barry said that he seen his wife Suzanne. I think it was around 5 a.m. is what he said, in their home on Puma Path. And now Barry said the reason he sold it is in part to their 2 girls being terrified of being there. His family believes Suzanne was abducted. Now, it sold for $1,625,000, and in addition, Barry also recently sold 2 acres of land located in Salida, Colorado or is it Salida? I think it's Salida, Colorado, for $150,000, and it sold in, I think, maybe February, or that could have been maybe some Indiana property that could have sold in February. I may be getting the 2 mixed up, because he did recently sell some Indiana property as well. Now, Barry has previously stated that he searched many times for his missing wife. He's adamantly denied any involvement in Suzanne's disappearance. Barry and Suzanne's 2 daughters are seemingly standing by their dad and do not think he's responsible for their mom's disappearance. There are no suspects and no persons of interest have been named to date. That hasn't stopped the public from going after Barry. He has been under intense scrutiny since his wife disappeared. The sheriff's department has revealed very little information about the case, but what are your thoughts on Barry? Do you believe Barry knows what happened to Suzanne? And if you do think Barry knows what happened to his wife, what reasons, what what to you has stood out that makes you think Barry knows or that Barry is responsible? Because as I, stated, his daughters are standing by him, is what it seems. So it appears they do not think that Barry is responsible in any way whatsoever. So I'm just truly interested to hear, what things are making you think that Barry is responsible for Suzanne's disappearance. If anyone has any information on Suzanne's whereabouts, please call 719 312 7530. Once again, 719 312 7530. As always, thank you guys for watching.